colorful folders handmade with precision to house facsimiles, prints, and photographs. Hello and welcome to my studio. My name is Ido Agassi, and today I want to show you the whole process, step by step, of making a handmade folder. The folder today is going to be 25 centimeters on 35. The print inside is going to be 23 on 33. We have 1 centimeter gap between the boards. I'm going to line the inside with paper just to counter the pull of the cloth from the outside. And we are going to make 8 corners to hold the prints inside. This is just a proof print. I don't have the original prints yet. So with an idea in mind, let's bind. I'm going to start by bringing the cloth and the board. It is a bit jumpy, so what I'm going to do is put it like this. I'm going to bring my weights. This is 2 centimeter weights, so I want to have 2 centimeters all around. The board you see here is 2.3 millimeter thick. This is gray board or chipboard, it is also called, and the grain direction is parallel to the spine. Also, what I've made is a gap of 1 centimeter spacer, so I'll have 2 centimeters all around and a gap of 1 centimeter. I'll start by gluing one side. When gluing, I'm aiming always to glue the thicker material first, and I'm going from the inside out all around, making sure everything has an even amount of glue. And if there's some dry glue, I take it off, and then I'm going to locate it between the weights that are acting as stoppers. I'll move this, flip it over, and connect. I can take my bone folder and just go all around and flip it back over. And now I'm going to take a space of 1 centimeter. This is just boards that are glued together to reach 1 centimeter. I'm going to put it here, and usually I put a weight so it won't fall down, and I'm going to glue the other side. You can see that the grain direction is parallel to the spine all around. Because I'm gluing the thicker material first, I have time, nothing is warping or moving. You can see that everything is as it's supposed to be. Then I'm taking the board, bringing to the spacer and to my straight line the weight, moving it aside, taking out the spacer, flipping it over, and connecting. I'm doing it first with my hand to feel everything is okay, and then with a bone folder. The gap between, and flip it over. And now I'm going to work on the corners. I have a jig that I made. If you don't know how to make this jig, I have a video about how to make a jig for cutting corners, and I would link it here. I just put the jig in the corner and cut. But I want to show you the method behind it. What I do is I take my ruler and bring it from corner to corner, and I'm going to mark around 4 millimeters from the edge. Then I'm going to take my triangular ruler, making sure that the base is in a straight line, and when I take it out until my mark, I have the 45 degrees that I need. I'm going to mark it, then bring a small ruler and a knife and cut. For the other side, I'm going to use the jig again. Very helpful tool. Now I'm going to glue the edge here, and then I'm taking my thumb and I'm going first of all on the edge, making sure it is starting to glue, and then I'm folding it inside. taking my bone folder, which is 1 centimeter also, so it fits perfectly in the gap. And then I'm working the corners, one over here and one over here. I'll flip it over. Now I'll show you an option with waste paper underneath. Gluing up until the end, taking the waste paper out, lifting the cloth. You can work with the bone folder just to make sure it's connecting to the edge. The gap and the corners. Now let's work on the short side. I lift it like this and just glue the strip here. Not a lot of glue, just an even amount. Working with the bone folder, making sure that the corners are nice. I'll flip it to the other side. And fold it inside. And the first stage is ready. We have the folder. Now I'm going to put it over here, and I'm going to take a strip of cloth. The cloth is 1 centimeter less, so I have half a centimeter on both sides. And now I want to show you a trick. I'm going to locate it, see that it is aligned equally both sides. I'm going to take 2 pins. This is a pin just connected to a piece of plastic, and I'm going to mark one here and one here. And now what I'm going to do is glue the inside and glue the board. Because the strip is 5 centimeter, 1 centimeter the gap and 2 on both sides, that is why I'm gluing more or less 2 centimeters on both sides. And now I'm taking a piece of waste paper and I'm going to glue only the edge. It is true you can just glue the whole piece and connect, but this is what I'm used to because sometimes I'm making very big boxes, and this is a much easier way to work. Now I'm going to bring it to my needles here, exactly to the point. Thank you. And I'm going to go inside the gap here. My satisfying moment. I love to do this. And I'm going to connect one side and the other. Great. The next stage is I'm going to line the inside with paper. So what I'm going to do, let me move it like this so everything would be in frame. I'm going to bring a piece of board. And now I'm going to locate the paper. The paper is cut a bit less than the print that is going to be inside. The reason I'm connecting this is just to even the pull of the outside, because the prints are not going to be glued. I'll bring another weight to give me a stopper here. I'll bring a piece of waste paper. And now what I'm going to do is glue only the board, the revealed board inside. Again, the thicker material first, so I have time to glue everything and see everything is okay. Even if you are touching the cloth, it's okay. You see that it is going over the cloth also. So this is the thicker material. Now I'm going to glue the edges of the paper. This paper is around 160, maybe 200 gram paper. It's quite thick, and that is because I don't want it to start warping. And again, the reason for it is just to line the inside. So when I see I have an even amount to the edges everywhere, I'm going to take the weight, take the piece of paper, I'll move the waste paper, and I'm going to bring it, see it straight all around, and going to work with the bone folder. Again, this is going to be concealed. We're going to connect corners, and then the print is going to conceal it, but still I want it even on 4 sides. Usually now I put it inside the press, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to go on to the other side. I'll flip it over so it would be inside the frame. I'll bring the second paper. Again, line it up all around. You can use a ruler. I use my eyes for that. I'll put one here and one here. I'll bring another waste paper. A weight so it won't move. Starting with the board itself, all around. When you do that, don't be alarmed, you have time. You're gluing the thicker material first. I think the tricky part is to bring the paper exactly into place. That is why I'm using my weights as stoppers. And now I'm going around the edges. See that I'm moving the brush from the inside out again. Here also from the inside out, making sure not to touch the cloth here. I'm pretty close because of the frame. Take the weight out, lift the paper, take the waste paper out, and I'm going to bring it to my weights. See with my eye that it looks okay. Just that you know, you can still lift it and fix it if you have any problem. And connect. So now I need to make the small triangles. What I'm going to do is bring a piece of scrap from the same color. This ruler is 3 centimeters, so that is why I can use the thickness of the ruler. Let me do another strip. And now I'm going to cut this also 3. 1, 2. And I'm going to take my small weight and between corner to corner, make it as a triangle. Great. Now I'll bring the folder, and what I'm going to do is take my brush and just glue 0.5 centimeter from the edge, and I'm going to bring it and connect 0.5 centimeter from this side and from this side and connect. And with my eye I can see it's 0.5 centimeter. One here. This is more for detailed work. Now I like to take a piece of paper just to help open the small pockets, the small corners here. And let me bring the print. Again, this is not the original print that is going to go inside, but this is the same size. I'm going to insert it inside like this. So there's actually going to be 2 prints, and also I'm going to do hot stamping on the front just to give it an opening side. I love the result. Thank you for watching the whole process of making this folder. I hope you learned something new. Also consider subscribing if you're interested in things related to letterpress, to bookbinding, box making, and much more. And I'll see you in my next video.